All right, so we're almost done here. Let's take a look at this problem because I think this is really interesting. So we want to find another angle in radians that has the same sine but a different cosine value. So going back to what we learned earlier, we know that this is our cosine and this is our sine. In order for our sine to be the same, it has to be positive, right? Our y coordinate has to be positive, and the only way that can happen is if it's in quadrant 1 or quadrant 2. Quadrant 1's taken, so we're going to say that it's in quadrant 2. Okay, so it's got to be here. Now, we know that in radians, this is pi, this is half pi, or pi over 2, and this is going to be 2 pi. Okay, we can also say this is 3 over 2 pi, but that doesn't really affect this problem. Okay, so I'm going ahead and labeling everything. Now, we know that our radian or our coordinate should be reflecting over the y-axis in order for it to be in quadrant 2. Okay, it's going to have the same sine value, but a different cosine value, and it's going to be negative here. Okay, now what you could do are two things. One, take a look at the unit circle, okay, and find the line that matches here. So we have pi over 3, and if I take a look at this unit circle, the reflecting radian measure would be 2 pi over 3, and that's our answer. Okay, but let's say that we don't have the unit circle. How would we figure this out? Well, we know that this distance here is pi. We know that this radian measurement here, from here to here, this is going to be a third pi. Okay, and we can also assume that from here to here, this is also a third pi. But what we're trying to figure out is what is the measurement from 0 degrees, or 0, to this line here. Well, we know that we have a third, and we have a third, and then we have some measurement pi here that we don't know. But we do know that it all equals pi, right? This plus this plus this equals pi. So we say we have 1/3 pi plus 1/3 pi plus x, and that should give us pi, which I'm going to write out as 3 over 3 pi. Now, you guys have probably figured this out already, but the missing piece right here would be another third pi, right? 1/3 plus a third of a pie, or pizza, think of it like that, is going to give us 3 over 3, or a total of pi. Now, that is not our answer, right? We do know that this missing piece here is also a third pi, but to find the total radian measure, which is not just that third, but this third here, these 2/3, 1/3 plus 1/3 should give us 2/3 pi, and that's going to be our answer. Boy, is it hard to type or to draw on a mouse pad. Okay, so that's our answer here. 2 pi over 3 is the same as 2/3 pi. All right. Okay, so I want you guys to try this one on your own using the information that we did before. Pause the video now and come back to it, and we will go over the answer. All right, so I've done a few things. I've labeled what I could, given what I know. Now, we're going to find another radian measurement that has the same sine but a different cosine. So again, our y coordinate will be the same, but our x will be different. In order for our y to be negative, it's got to be in quadrant 3 or 4, and we know it's going to be in quadrant 4, okay? Because quadrant 3 is already taken. We know that it's going to reflect, so it's going to reflect over the y-axis, so it should look something like this, okay? And one more thing, we know that it's going to be negative here. Now, to figure this out, we could again look at the unit circle and find the measurement that is the reflection of 6 pi, which would give us 11 over 6 pi. In the next video, we'll talk about how to do this without looking at the unit circle.